pros and cons of coming up with the raw material. Today, mainly, we are going to put you in a track where you can see the other end of the story. What happens after I click submit, okay? And to do so, I'm going to give an introduction, academically rigor, and then our colleagues will take it to more technical and what to expect and how to deal with it in a more professional, rigorous way. So what is peer review? This is actually the gentleman who has started the whole saga of peer review. He's a German philosopher, natural philosopher, and he's the founder editor of the Philosophical Transaction of Royal Society. Actually, he was founder of the Royal Society in 1960. So, in this date, the actual born of the current system of peer review starting with this man. And what he did specifically as a founder editor, he was sending articles, manuscripts to peers to look into it and judge it. So that's how it started, the idea of peer review. So what is peer review? Before we look into what's peer review, we have to understand that there is two medium of publication in the literature or anywhere in the environment around you. There is the rigorous peer-reviewed one, and there is what's called the gray publications or the gray kind of anecdotes or anything. The first one is the scholarly journal articles where we are talking about today, and that has its own etiquette and has its own kind of guidelines, books, theses, and so on and so forth. So this is more kind of rigorous because it has more than one layer before it's get to people, to the public. So it's not only from you to the public, no, it's from you through your peers and then to the public, if it's past the rigor of acceptance of your peer. The other is the gray publication. It's like something from the website. Wikipedia, for example. We had a nice discussion about the importance of Wikipedia yesterday. So is it good or bad? It is just a great kind of publication. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it has its own flaws. However, it is not peer-reviewed with the old version of Wikipedia. The new may be changed, but we still look at Wikipedia as gray kind of version. Websites, daily newspaper. If you have some article from the newspaper, it is not peer-reviewed, thus it is a gray publication. Non-documented anecdotes, opinions, TV shows, radio shows, things that you can have your colleagues say about an experience he had. Actually, I wrote a paper on anecdotes, actually. Someone who has told me a story about his experience with something about informed consent. As you know, I'm a bioethicist. So I found this is important to be shared. So I centralized it in a chapter of about informed consent in Saudi Arabia, because the story, although it's anecdote, but it's very instrumental in understanding the culture, and I thought it has something to contribute to the knowledge of looking into informed consent in Saudi Arabia. Although it's anecdotes, but it's eventually grown to be peer-reviewed. So that's the main difference between peer-reviewed journal and non-peer-reviewed journal, or let's say gray publication. Is this clear so far? Yes. So what's the importance of peer review process? It's a cornerstone of the contemporary science. So you cannot get away with a promotion, you cannot get away with having your say in the field. You can't put a flag, say that you are the most knowledgeable person without publication in a peer-reviewed journal. This is the only way to progress as an academician, the only way. Although academician is the main rule of them is teaching, but they cannot get from assistant professor to associate professor without publication, with This is not only in Saudi Arabia, in the world. So it's the cornerstone for scientific progression. It's may rely on expert opinion. So your peer is the colleague who has the same knowledge as you. If you say something rubbish, he will, this is rubbish. I can't accept this. This is beyond, beneath us. So you have to up your game. So this is some sort of an expert opinion. Having an expert opinion, wouldn't that be kind of subjective?
Sharing, please, sharing.
Yeah, just not to peer review. Because if I am not as knowledgeable I'm supposed to be as a reviewer, most likely I will have my say in a wrong way with the publication. So it is a subjective process. It's ensure the quality of the paper they publish in a way. So the job of the reviewer is to ensure that whatever is published has some sort of a quality rigor. It is not rubbish per se. It is usually done by a group of volunteers, yet they are experts. So though they are volunteers, by the way, if you are a reviewer in a journal, you are not going to get paid. Don't expect that they're going to send you a check of 100, 300,000, whatever. It is unpaid project job. It would take from, if you are quick, 3 hours, and it might take like 6, sometimes 10 hours if you are thorough and you really want to get down to what the literature says about that, and you want to educate yourself in a way that is kind of very comprehensive. So,
I want to remind